Welcome to the workshop. Today we're going to be working on the wrap that I'm going to be wearing over my dress as we are waiting to get into the ball. Now, we did get VIP tickets, but we only get in half an hour early, and I'm not sure how many tickets were sold. So, there's a good chance, it being in New Jersey at the end of January, that there will be snow. So we need to line this thin but very fluffy wrap with fleece. So that's what we're gonna do. Look at this big fluffy monstrosity. It is so good. It is so obnoxious and I love it. This is what it looks like on. I mean, it is pretty gorgeous. Okay, it's pretty gorgeous, but it is kind of thin. Now, it's not too thin, but it is kind of thin, and we need more than this for snow. It also has something weird about it. So you have your beautiful collar, but at the end of the collar, you start to have holes. So it's only sewn in between there. And that is strange to me. But I do want to preserve these because I found that when I was wearing it, I did enjoy putting my thumbs through it and wrapping. So I do want to preserve that. So we're just going to be sewing the fleece in between so we can still have our finger holes. The fleece I got for this, it looks thin. It is incredibly warm. You wrap yourself up with this and it's nights for me, at least. I'm a napper. But this is very nice. I think these together are going to be absolutely perfect to keep me warm enough outside. The first step in doing this is we have to utilize, I think, my dining room table and lay this out to make a pattern. So we can lay it out on the fleece we have and piece it together to make sure that we have enough to finish the whole wrap. I stupidly thought that if I laid this entire thing out, it would magically become a rectangle. That did not happen. So I'm going to have to go through and make the pattern panel by panel. There are only 3 panels to the wrap. The way I'm going to be making the pattern is with wax paper and packaging tape. We may use pins to put it down appropriately and a Sharpie to mark it with. The plan is to lay out the panel, make a piece of paper that is larger, and then go in, pin it down, mark it down, cut it out. Let's see how the plan works. That was a lot. Now that we have this piece, we can scoot the whole thing over and see if this same pattern works for the other side. Because sometimes when it's a mass-produced object like this, it is not symmetrical. This is so close to being symmetrical. Like, I have it at the hem, which is perfect. All of this tucks down underneath all the fur perfectly, all the way around until I get to the top. The top has maybe half an inch less than the other side. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to mark this piece where this side is. We're going to label them left and right, and then I'm going to put more paper over this and make a second pattern for this side. Oh, and this one was this is left side, so this would be Right. Just in case the giant R didn't give it away. So now that we have both sides of the pattern done, we are going to double check our work. We're going to lay this out nice and straight. We're going to put the appropriate side on, and we're going to make sure that our measurements were correct. Left side is done. Boom. Woo, that is a big piece of fabric. What I would like to do, because this is so large, and when I'm putting the wax paper out, I want to make sure I have enough of everything. I'm going to take some painter's tape and just tape how much wax paper I'm going to need. Well, I guess that my camera decided it was not important for you guys to see me lay any of this out or tape it down. Honestly, probably better for you. It was a bit monotonous. My body is now telling me to stop and rest. So I am going to listen to it. I'm going to hope that my cats do not destroy this while I'm resting, and we will come back and make this into a pattern for the back of the wrap. Okay, so I'm gonna just trim around the outside of the blue tape to make it a little bit easier for me to work with. All right. That scared the living daylights out of me. Okay, we're fine. We're good. The fleece that I purchased, I feel like I got the yardage correct. I am hoping that I bought enough fleece. The next part of this is to get out our fleece, lay it out, and see if our patterns, oh my gosh, I don't think this is remotely enough. I may be wrong. Oh my gosh. Okay. Okay. Everything out of the way. I have to put this pattern on. Perfect. I know that you guys can't see that other end. Here, let me pull it out. Oh, yeah, son. Okay. So, before we pin this down, instead of opening that second bag of fleece, since it's exactly the same, I'm just going to use that and set down my other patterns to make sure I have room for everything. That looks good to me. It looks good to me. It looks good up here. It looks good down there. Actually, you know what I'm going to go ahead and do is just cut this in half. No. No. Hey, hey, look. Oh. We can get rid of this. Or should we save it as a just in case? I'm a craft hoarder, but I feel like as a just in case, I don't want to do that whole thing again. So we're going to save it. Oh. You guys could tell that I was having a little hand trouble. I had to take some hand breaks. That's fine. But I'm going to pin and cut this last piece. This was my goal for today. Pin and cut. Pin and cut. That's it. So, we're going to pin and cut this sucker. It's our last 3/4 of the project for today. So we're going to do it. We're going to push through. Woo! Also, earlier, I wasn't lying. I did save the scraps to make my cat's toys because they deserve them. Sweet baby angels. Well, we did it. We pushed through and did it. That is the end of what my hand is capable of today. We did a lot. We did a lot. We are going to sew next video. I hope you had fun today. I had a great time making this. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, and I hope all good things are coming to you.